Hey guys, Coach Ben here, BigBenches.com. So I'm answering the question today. I hear popping in my bench shirt. Is that a bad thing? Okay, that is completely normal. If you hear popping with your bench shirt, if you just bought it and you're hearing some popping noises as you're going through the bench, that is a completely normal thing. That's just some micro tears in the shirt itself. All right, so if we take a look here, now this is first SDP I ever owned. Okay, this thing's been around the mill. All right, I bought this thing off of a guy in Texas. It was off eBay. All right, and you can see I've had it adjusted a few times. I had it stitched back up, but I'll still get some pop and fraying sounds here and there. And you can see right here some of the fibers of the shirt. Just some little tears here, some little seams. It's nothing to worry about. It's not going to ruin the integrity of the shirt. If you could actually feel this stuff, this is like triple ply, I believe I have this here. You can see some little bit of fraying here. Now, that's not going to destroy the shirt. It's not going to make the shirt useless. It's not going to ruin your bench shirt, okay? It's just something normal that happens. These are really bound up fibers here, and they're going to stretch in time. And by breaking in the shirt slower, you'll avoid some of that popping. But if you did hear some popping noises, it's not the end of the world. It's something normal that happens. You can see across this shirt examples of little bit of fibers fraying. And I've used this thing successfully to bench 700 pounds multiple times. All right, it's not going to blow out on me. I've had a bench shirt literally blow out, and it's not from little popping sounds. If your shirt literally blows up on you, it's going to sound like a shotgun blast. So you're going to hear that thing explode, all right, if you're at risk for your bench shirt actually ripping. Okay, you're going to hear a big, big pop. It's not going to be little frays. So I was actually benching in a single ply shirt, and that thing, I brought that down. It was a great position, and could hear that thing across the gym, totally ripped right down the middle on me. That's when your shirt blows out, and you'll hear that. But a little popping, that's nothing to be nervous about. That's just a little fraying here and there. Especially as you're breaking in a shirt for the first time, you're going to hear that more often than not. Okay? If you want to take your break-in process slower, you're going to avoid some of that and keep the shirt integrity a little bit better. So you're going to break it in slower. This thing's going to stretch slower over time, so you're not going to be as aggressive trying to break this thing in. When you first get a bench shirt, it's going to be very tight. Everything's going to be very tight, and you have to break it in over time. All right, so it's going to stretch the material on you. That's why typically when you buy a bench shirt, you want to get it a little tighter at first so that you can go through that process, stretch the shirt out, and it'll start to fit better. Okay, breaking in for one of these, for example, we had a great guest article by Jamie Mata, who has pretty much worn every shirt there is to wear. So if you search big benches breaking in your bench shirt, that article will pop up, and you'll see that process there, that protocol. But pretty much what that includes, if you want to break in a bench shirt, all right, you want to first start it close grip. All right, so getting the bench shirt, start with a closer grip because you're going to have a hard time getting your grip out to begin with. All right, and then you're just going to work down in boards. So it's pretty much a series of starting closer grip and then slowly working down in boards as you go. Widening out your grip every week, little by little, working down in boards a little bit more. So you might start close grip pinky, right? 4 board, maybe next week you can get ring finger. 3 board, maybe you could get out to a middle finger 2 board, but you'll do that process like that. You'll also spray the shirt down as you go. You'll wet all these seams, the chest plate, back of the triceps, in here, especially the armpits. You can see I got some fraying going on here. You want to wet that up, and it'll help stretch the shirt out. So you'll avoid some of that popping and micro tears. All right, guys, so that's it. Popping in your bench shirt, completely normal, nothing to be worried about. As long as you don't see any real damage to it, any real separation, little tearing can occur. But make sure you break your bench shirt in. If it's brand new, you break it in over time and allow the shirt to stretch over at least a 5-week period. All right, guys, Coach Ben here, and you know where to find me. You can meet me on a bench.
Up, up. Right there. Post up. Come on now. Big air, big air, big air. Push off. Oh. Your boy's shirt ripped.